Greetings, you lovely and wonderful parliamentarians and you alligators. It is your young, honorable, and awesome diplomat, Mr. Minister, back with another reaction video. And, yeah, man, God, I'm just so damn exhausted because, not only is it hot, it's 32 degrees Celsius, by the way, yes, in sub-Saharan Africa, but also I just recorded a video, right? A second part of yesterday's video, the 20 harsh lessons that you learn about later in your life. And that bad boy did not save. I just checked right now. I literally pressed the stop button. Nah, it did not. That video wasn't saved after I pressed the stop button. So you can imagine how exhausted I am. I just became more exhausted. I'm not even irritated or frustrated. I'm just exhausted as hell, man. So let's just jump straight into the groove. And resume back to this video. And also I'd like to please remind you guys to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And just send out your support and your love. I really would appreciate it, guys. We're going close to that wonderful time of the year that I'm sure everyone hates just as much as I do. Oh man, I feel like a modern day version of Ebenezer Scrooge and the Grinch just thinking about it. But anyway, enough about that. Let's get back into the video. And by the way, this will not be the final part. In case you guys were wondering, for my last video, I said this video would be the second and the final part. But unfortunately, looking at how the way that things are, it's gonna be my third video. That's gonna be the final video. So I'm gonna record that on Sunday this weekend. Let's get into it, guys. Here we go.
We had some failures. I certainly have had my share. But
By the way, I'm continuing from the chapter Comfort is More Dangerous Than You Think. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Anyway.
being comfortable will kill you slower but much more effectively than failure. Like, at least failure teaches you something. Comfort just slowly drains your ambition until you wake up one day just numb and rotting away in a situation you don't want to be in. The faster you seek to make yourself uncomfortable, the better. Otherwise, you'll just do nothing. You won't be, a developed character in the game of life. Like, this is evident in your career, even dating. It's like super evident that, and even me, if I didn't take the risk and approach this woman who is now my wife, I'd still probably be a single guy grinding the dating market, doing who knows what now. So when you stop taking risks, you start settling. And the worst of all, there's people who are in this comfortable state. They'll start convincing themselves they're happy when deep down they know they're stuck. So comfort disguises itself as peace, but really it's just a decoy. If life feels too easy, you're probably not growing. Failure is what makes you stronger. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And comfort makes you forget that you were meant for more. Harsh truth number 11: you'll never feel ready. There's never going to be a right time, but you have to move anyway. Everybody waits for the perfect time to do something, to start a business, quit the job, make the move. But here's the truth: you're never going to be ready. You know it. I know it. Readiness is a myth sold to you by the fake news media to keep you comfortable. Clarity doesn't come like when you're thinking about acting, it comes when you're acting, when you're trying things. Y'all, oftentimes, at least with me, when I've taken the dive, you figure it out after you start. You learn after you start and take the risks. Every step forward, or even in any direction for that matter, is going to help you, while standing still just kind of feeds your doubt and makes you overthink more. So stop waiting for this confidence to magically develop. You got to build your confidence by moving. You got to move. Harsh truth number 12: most people fail because they never stay consistent long enough. A lot of people aren't failures, they're just quitters. They give up right before things start to work. Success doesn't look like, this grand, amazing thing where you just have money pouring out of your bank account. It looks like taking a little bit of action each day. Like that super ripped guy at the gym. Like, do you think he just got those muscles overnight? Same with that guy who has 10 million subs on YouTube, or brings in 1 million a month on his business. It took weeks and days and months of just daily grind. Your 20s are really where you have to suffocate excuses, because you need to be disciplined to get this stuff, and you need to not give up and pursue things over a long time period. Every day you show up and work over a long time horizon, it's like compound interest. Eventually, it's going to pay off. You'll never feel like it every day. Like, you got to push through it. There's days where you just do not want to work, do not want to record a video, don't want to go work out. But the ones who show up anyways are going to be the people who go and get to that next level. You can either live for comfort now or freedom later, but not really both. The difference between being good and being great is who keeps showing up after that excitement fades. Harsh truth number 13: don't look for shortcuts, look for small wins. Everybody's chasing shortcuts. Everybody's trying the get rich quick stuff that I talk about a lot. The viral growth, the fast money, instant results, the magical weight loss drugs, whatever you call it. But shortcuts rob you of the foundation that keeps success from collapsing later. Like, the truth is, like, the small wins, those daily actions are what build the confidence, turn you into that character you need to be, and compound your progress. Like, if you just magically gained $1 million overnight, if you're not educated on how money works, it might be a little bit tough to keep that. Don't look for shortcuts, look to build yourself, and then that's going to create the momentum you need to succeed in life. Harsh truth number 14: you can't build a new life while clinging to your old identity. You can't step into your new life while dragging your old self behind you. This is something I've struggled with a lot of the time. I'm a big, nostalgia guy. I love old video games. I love staying home for too long, and I'm a creature of comfort in many ways, but a lot of this stuff you have to let go of, like that older version of you that you loved, and those times in the past that were great in high school or college. Maybe times were amazing, like, yeah, all these great video games and great friends. That's all in the past, and you need to form your future. Growth feels like loss because it is loss. It's like the death of your old identity, but that's the price of getting to the next level. Sometimes the hardest part of growth is you got to say goodbye to the person you used to be. And that's just a requirement of life, whether you like it or not. Next, let's get into some harsh truths about people and relationships. Harsh truth number 15: you're going to lose friends who are only around because it was convenient. What I've noticed in my 20s is that your friendships evolve and change a lot. And not because you or they did anything wrong, but because a lot of times you go different directions and grow in different directions, and that creates distance. Like, a lot of people were only around because it was convenient. I mean, think of how many people you saw on a regular basis in college and high school, and then you move away and people change and people get married, and that's okay. That's normal for everyone. Even some of my best friends, I feel like I see them only a few times a year with my lifestyle now. I mean, the best man at my wedding, I probably see him like 2 times a year now, given our lives, which is sad, but that's just the reality of life. Everyone changes, and not everyone's meant to do what you're doing, right? So it's not about letting go, but, like, let go of the fact that life is different. It's going to be different. Your relationships are going to be different, and make room for people who are kind of on the path with you. Outgrowing people or drifting apart doesn't mean you're better or worse than anyone. It just means your lives are changing, and that's a harsh reality of your 20s. Harsh reality number 16: most people aren't thinking about you. So a lot of people in their 20s, like, I think a lot of people in their 20s seek validation. They spend so much energy worrying about what people are going to think, or like, oh, if I start this business and quit my job, everyone's going to think I'm an idiot. But here's the truth: they're not thinking about you. Everybody's too busy fighting their own battles, doubting themselves, or scrolling away their time. Like, even if you do something stupid and embarrassing, they're going to laugh at you for a little bit. Ha ha, that's really stupid of him. Then they're going to forget and go upon their lives and think about their own problems. So stop living for other people's approval. Start living for your own peace. If you're going to, do something crazy, like start a business or follow your dreams, a lot of people won't be able to relate to it. And you'll find freedom the day you realize that nobody cares. Just do it. Harsh truth number 17: relationships often don't fail from big moments, they fail from neglect. So relationships, and this goes for romantic and friendships, they rarely collapse overnight. Like, in some cases they do, but usually they die slowly from neglect, laziness. Like, how many people on your phone do you look at how often you text them? It's like literally just on their birthday or something. Like, you just haven't seen them in a while. A lot of times people just lose touch, and that's another part of growing up. Like, a lot of the small things that you ignore would erode human connection. Like, forget to answer someone's text, you don't reach out to someone, you don't support someone. So reaching out to people is important if you want to keep that connection. Even minimal communication, like, hey, how you been? I saw this thing, I thought about you the other day, just goes a long way. If you want something to last, you got to water it once in a while, not when it's already dying. So consistency keeps friendships alive, keeps your love alive. Neglect buries it quietly. Harsh truth number 18: who you're with determines the happiness of your life. The people around you are either just going to drain your energy or they'll define you and elevate you. Who you're with shapes your habits, your values, even your peace. You can't build a calm, meaningful life surrounded by a bunch of chaos. You got to, pick the right circle because your life actually does depend on it. The right people just make life lighter and more.
Reminds me of the quote, a man, they should have also said, and a woman, is judged by the company he or she or they keep. Unfortunately, it's the truth. So you could be a good person, but if your friends are trash or they are bad influences in every sense of the word, or far worse than you realize, uh, it's time for you to change the people you're hanging out with. If you want to go far in life, that's just what you gotta do.
Fun, and the wrong ones make it more stressful and heavier. And this also applies heavily to dating. Who you date and finally marry is ultimately the most important decision you're going to make in your entire life. And people are very fast to give up and not take it seriously. So make sure that you're with people with good long term views, that they're not people chasing what feels good now, but they're actually thinking about the future. Those are my kind of people. Harsh truth number 19: success is quieter than you think. So people often think that, having success is awesome, like being this YouTuber is this glamorous, amazing job. But then what they don't see is the quiet and tedious work, the script writing late at night, the recording in a room by yourself, which never ceases to be awkward. You're just talking to yourself, studying analytics and getting better and putting in the work to see what videos are doing well. Real success kind of whispers. It's what you do quietly, and the loudest people are often the most lost in this game. The world's just full of noise, like highlight reels, fake confidence, and endless advice from people who haven't even done it themselves. So don't get fooled. Sometimes the people who are the quietest have actually done the most. All you can do is quietly focus on your craft and then let your results make the noise. Like when I made this YouTube, I honestly didn't tell people until I got to 10,000 subs. I was literally just going to keep it a secret because I don't want to be loud about anything until it works. I want my results to speak. The people moving in silence aren't necessarily hiding, they are probably just building. Harsh truth number 20: your phone is the greatest thief of your 20s. It's not the world that's holding you back, it's TikTok, it's Instagram. Every minute you spend online wasting your time is a minute you're stealing from your future self. I mean, your phone, sure, it's fun to use it, comfort, distraction, dopamine, but it robs you of a lot. And I think you know that. It's basically an escape and a distraction. Don't waste the best decade of your life watching other people live their lives. Like, your phone is not just stealing your time, it's stealing who you could have become. Hopefully this video can be a little bit of a wake-up call, but just to sum it all up, your 20s aren't supposed to be easy, and a lot of times these are the years that break you down. But the good thing is they rebuild you into something stronger. Sometimes you need to learn things the hard way. You need to lose friends, waste time, fail, restart, and question everything, because that's how it's meant to be. Every harsh truth is a chance to wake up and stop blaming, stop waiting, and start creating something. Because someday you're going to look back and realize these were the years that shaped everything for you. So start moving out there, fellas. Nobody's coming to save you. The second you take full control of your life, everything's going to change. Your 20s are going to test you, but if you survive them with purpose, your 30s and beyond are going to reward you with amazing everything. Questionable conclusion there, but hope you enjoyed the video and have a great week, everyone.
And that was a video by WhyLearn. So that was my second and my final part. Thankfully, I recorded that successfully. Guys, don't have a lot of time, so have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time on the flip side. Ciao.